YouTuber Logan Paul claims he has a secret UFO video said to be the most compelling ever. And what's crazy to me, apparently, allegedly, he paid $100,000 for this video. Which, to me, if I had 100 grand just laying around that I could toss at anything, I'd probably toss that into like a down payment for like a home or something. Like UFO video, really? But let's check this out. So, YouTuber and wrestler Logan Paul has confirmed a viral rumor that he has a copy of a legendary UFO video said to be the most compelling evidence of the phenomenon ever caught on camera. Speaking on his Impulsive podcast on Tuesday, the 28-year-old media personality finally broke his silence about the story told by UFO documentary filmmaker James Fox on the Joe Rogan Experience last month. Paul confirmed Fox's claim that while he unsuccessfully tried to buy the footage from the Nevada man, Chuck Clark, for $100,000 in cash, he used a hidden camera to record the TV screen after asking to watch the video. So basically, he was going to pay 100 grand, but didn't, and just stole it. Which, I mean, for Logan Paul, is that really that surprising that he stole something? So, what do you want from me, bro? I'm a sneaky little F, Paul said. I offered him $100,000 for his tape after I had seen it. Let me tell you this, he should have taken the money because I got the footage anyway. And I'll tell you why I did it. Because it's a little twisted of me to put on a small button camera and film UFO footage that isn't mine. Here's the thing though, it's not his either. It's not. The people who shot it gave it to him and expected he would keep it hidden for himself. It's not his footage, he is keeping what I thought at that time. Important UFO, alien, extraterrestrial proof in his possession and not showing it. Like why? I think that is doing a disservice to the world. That's not going to do it for me. You're being selfish. Like, that line of thinking is so beyond stupid. Because it's kind of like, imagine you're a guy and a girl were to send you a video of some naughty in nature type of stuff, but she expects you to keep that private between you and her. But another person is like, oh no, no, like that should be shared with the world. Like this, like he's trying to justify him basically stealing footage, which just ain't cool. And the thing is this footage actually even that good? Is it actually going to prove anything? Like, probably not. So Paul said he was reluctant to release the video himself, but wanted to show it to Bob Lazar, a controversial figure who claims to have worked on reverse engineering UFO technology for the US government in the 1980s. Lazar also appeared on Rogan's show in 2019. I'm waiting for the right moment. I'm not afraid to release it. I'm just waiting for the right moment, Paul said. But he's certainly afraid to talk about the whole CryptoZoo thing. So I would show the footage to Bob Lazar to ask him if he's seen anything like it, and in that case, maybe. If he can verify the legitimacy of this tape, then maybe I would release it. You don't see the aliens, the footage is compelling, not convincing. It's from 1995, the tape had been worn down, it's been played probably over 100 times, so the quality is not great, and everything about it screams BS, which is the true reason I haven't released it. It doesn't have enough meat on the bone and proof for me to put it out confidently and be like, this is legit UFO footage. There's one kind of interesting thing about the video that could prove its validity. When he scrubbed through the footage forward and back kind of fast, the disc hovers so fluidly it's like buoyant almost in air. And I'm not sure if that type of movement was possible in 1995 VFX editing. It looks too good. It's the one compelling thing about this video where I'm like, maybe that's something. But I just don't have enough information at the moment to confidently release this video unless I can prove that it is somewhat legit, and maybe Bob Lazar can help me. So speaking on Rogan's show last month, Fox explained how he was first shown the VHS tape by Clark in the mid 90s at his home in Rachel, Nevada, a tiny town 240 kilometers from Las Vegas that became a tourist mecca for its proximity to Area 51. According to Fox, the tape shows two men on a typical sightseeing trip to the area encountering a UFO while in their car at night. All of a sudden, the car lights up on the inside. They're very scared, he said. One kid, he gets out and he videotapes a disc that was so low you could have hit it with a rock. And I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, that's what all the witnesses have tried to describe. If you could imagine the skin on the craft glowing like phosphorus on a beach, that's what it looked like. Like the skin was alive, and it had like a yellow-orange color to it. But you could clearly see it was a disc, it was not an orb. But the metal lit up like it was alive. I'd never seen anything like it, and it just wobbled like it was unstable. I looked over at Chuck Clark and said this is a video that's everyone's been waiting for. He claimed Clark, a former military guy, refused to let him have the video over the years because the men who filmed it were terrified. Paul decided to try to buy the tape after Fox told him the story. Logan Paul takes a Mercedes with a bunch of guys and $100,000 in cash, a big brick, and he goes out to this guy's house in the middle of the desert, Fox said. And Rogan was skeptical of the story. How do you know this is real? All my BS meters are going off right now, he said. It's a video. You know they make fake videos. But Fox questioned why someone would make such a convincing fake only to keep it. It's never been released to the public, he said. If those two boys that shot it are out there, please come forward. And who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But the reality is, I don't think there's really anything going to happen, like in terms of like what might come out of this. But the craziest thing about this that I see is that you have like an influencer that has so much money that they have access to that they could literally toss money at some of the dumbest things. Like, imagine you could literally just, at the snap of your fingers, grab $100,000 in cash, which that alone is hard to actually get your hands on, especially nowadays, to go drive to Nevada and drop some money on a supposedly real UFO video. So let's see. Let me get this straight because I'm a little slow sometimes. Logan Paul is refusing to release the video that he stole from a guy for the purpose of releasing the video on the grounds that the guy is refusing to release the video. Whether or not this story is true, given the mountains of other evidence, it's highly likely that a breakaway civilization exists on this planet, a group who's managed to steal and keep secret non-Einsteinian tech. Why would anyone trust Logan after he scanned people with his NFT CryptoZoo project? CoffeeZilla made a whole video about it and called him out on it. He said he would make everyone right who bought his NFT project, but then seems to have dropped it again, basically scamming people. These YouTube personalities are slime. They're getting filthy rich from shooting their mouths off on camera with no brains to back it up, and all the NPCs eat it up, is Clown Road. The thing is, I kinda agree with this statement, but Logan Paul is a very smart individual. The only thing is, I don't think he has basically any empathy towards other human beings, basically, like at all. Let's see. Oh, great, another UFO article. So exciting. Crazy. Feel free to give your thoughts on this. If you had $100,000 to drop on something, just like laying around your house or whatever, what would you do with $100,000?